you needed to wrap your head around Utah's real estate market for any reason, is there a place you could go to get access to the raw data of Utah's real estate market as well as a professional's understanding of it? I'm Christopher McGee. I'm the owner of Halcyon Real Estate, affiliated with the Keller Williams Market Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is the 6th of November, 2023, and this is the numbers and the nuance. This is where you come to get access to the raw data straight off the MLS. I've been tracking it for months, going on over a year now, and I'm plotting the charts and showing you the graphs so you can see the trends of how things are looking over time and what we should expect if we're jumping into the real estate market for either buying or selling right now. And we will jump into these numbers in just a moment. Before we do, just remember, if you want a more detailed understanding of what each of the numbers mean that I go over here and what it would look like if it were up or down, how that affects buyers and sellers, you can just check out my real estate numbers explained video in the top right of the screen. You can get solid on all of that. Right now, let's check out these numbers for last week. The number of homes now actively on the market, our inventory of what you can buy, our inventory sits at 9,541 right now, which is down a bit from the previous week, and this is still trending up. Average days on market, the number of days it takes from when a property is put on the market publicly to the time that the seller accepts an offer and goes under contract. That average number of days for the last week was 53. 53 days is up from the previous week, and this number is trending up. The average list price of a home last week came to $672,515, which is up from the previous week. This is trending up, although I do expect this number to be coming down. Now, average sold price last week came to $653,678, and so the difference between average list price and average sold price came to $18,837. So that's down deeper in favor of the buyer than it was from the previous week, and we can see that this number over time has been trending down. The number of homes sold this previous week came to 568, so that shot up from the previous week. This number is still trending down. The number of homes currently under contract comes to 3,952, down from the previous week, dropping below 4,000, and now lower than it ever got in the first quarter of this year, and obviously this number is still trending down. The number of price reductions last week came down by just a few, down to 1,013, and this is still trending up. And the number of homes either canceled, expired, or withdrawn from the MLS comes to 575, which is up quite a bit from the previous week. This is as high as we've seen this number this year, though this is, I remind you, the first of the month reports when this number always spikes. So we expect this number to come down significantly next week, but clearly it is trending up. All in all, everything is still creating pressure in favor of the buyer in the Utah housing market. Now, the canceled, expired, and withdrawn listing contracts, that's a number that I don't talk about often other than to show where it's trending. And as a reminder, this number, listing contracts canceled, expired, and withdrawn, is always an indirect reflection of how many sellers are confident that if they put their home on the MLS, if they put their home on the market, that it will sell in a time that works for them. So that said, we see this number trending up, and if this number keeps rising, we expect the rise of this number to take away from the rising inventory. So what does that possibly mean? That means that if listing contracts canceled, expired, and withdrawn continues to rise and inventory slows down or stops or goes the other way, that would be a huge lever of pressure off the market being pushed in the buyer's direction. Now, we're already there. We're already in a market where things are in the buyer's favor, certainly in terms of how much our inventory is, certainly in terms of how long things are on market, and certainly in terms of the difference between list price and sold price. On average, things are selling $15,000 less than their list price. So if this number we've been talking about, listings canceled, expired, and withdrawn, if that number continues to go up and our inventory stops rising, that may stick us in a market about like what we have right now for a little while. We'll just have to keep watching to see how it plays out, and I'll be here for it every Monday. All right, thank you for watching. So if you or anybody you know is thinking to buy or sell a home in the coming months here in Utah, I hope you'll reach out to me because you want to work with somebody that knows the market like the back of their hand, that is very communicative with you and timely in their communication, and somebody who honors their fiduciary duty to be looking out for your best interests all along. And of course, if you'd like to stay educated on Utah's real estate market from week to week, there's not going to be a better way than to hit that subscribe in the top left of your screen. I'll see you every Monday. We'll stay solid on these numbers and their nuance together. Have a good one.